This is Support is Sexy, episode 573. Stand guard at the doorway of your mind. Welcome to Support is Sexy. I'm your host, Elayne Fluker, entrepreneur, author, and founder of Chic Rebellion Media. 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, I bring you inspiring women entrepreneurs who share their wins and lessons to help you take your business to the next level. Here we go. Hi, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of Support is Sexy. I'm happy to have you here. You know, I always say it would not be the same without you. And if you are in the United States or wherever you are, if you were starting to celebrate the holiday season, I hope it's off to a great start for you. I just want to take a few moments to remind you about something that I think we may have spoken about before, but it bears repeating. Stand guard at the doorway of your mind. During this holiday season and anytime, you know, I'm very big on mindset. I'm very big on controlling what goes into your mind, the way you think about things, and how it can affect you. Sometimes we don't think about how much what we take in affects our minds, and then our minds and what we think affect our feelings, and then it manifests in different ways in our lives. So it's all connected. So I want to remind you, stand guard at the doorway of your mind. Think about your mind as a doorway, and you're standing there deciding with discretion what comes in and what does not. For example, the conversations you have or content that you read, what you watch on television, certainly, especially, well, everywhere, but especially in the United States. I have to tell you, not being there, not being around the news, even though I didn't watch television that much when I was in the United States, but being gone for the past 4 or 5 months, I haven't watched television at all. Now, yes, I am on social media, and of course I have friends and family who tell me the kind of things that are going on as far as tension in politics, especially I'm referring to. But not watching it, not having that energy around me, I can tell a difference, a different kind of ease. I'm not even involved in politics, yet it was so stressful being in that environment. So even if you're there or you're around television or you watch television, make sure you're conscious of how much of it you're taking in, how angry you might be getting or upset or frightened and all these other emotions that come from what we allow into our minds. Also, speaking about social media, the people you follow, stand guard at the doorway of your mind. You know, I hear a lot of people talk about how they look at social media and how they get so depressed. And I totally understand it for young people and for older people too, who are on social media and envying someone else's highlight reel of their lives and that kind of thing. I don't feel that based on the people I follow, and I don't feel bad about myself, and I don't feel angry, again, based on the people I follow, because one, most of the people I follow are really close friends, but then other people, I always make sure they're about something positive. It doesn't have to be something that I agree with fully. It could be something that educates me, but none of it is negative energy. None of it is a constant flow, or a constant stream of, say, videos where you see violence against people, and even though some of this might be things you need to be aware about, I can't follow that because I can't have that when I'm scrolling through and looking at what other people are doing and up to and excited about commenting on things and have these constant images that just, again, affect my mind. There's things that I have to be aware of, but I get to choose, same as you. You get to choose who you follow, what you put into your mind. And even though it might seem like a small thing, those things affect you. So Instagram, for example, I love my feed on Instagram because, again, it's a celebration of so many, especially the women, so many wonderful women. Some I know personally, some that I don't, but I make sure that it's all in the vein of celebration or sharing, even if people are sharing what they're going through, honesty, positivity, all that good stuff. I need it. And then also other things that inspire me, fashion, beauty, art, design, all of those things. In other words, you have a right to design your feed or whatever it is. I'm talking about social media, but again, anything, you have a right and you should stand guard at the doorway of your mind. All of those things you might think are little things make a difference. And then, of course, the final thing that I'll mention, the company that you keep. Of course, you want to surround yourself with positive people, people who lift you up, people who are there for you when you're down, people who celebrate you when you're flying high. Make sure you stand guard of the company that you keep as well. Having negative energy, negative people, people who don't have a perspective or don't allow themselves to be open to a different perspective. Again, you don't have to agree on everything, and you can learn from, and I certainly have, especially during this trip of traveling, learn from people's different perspectives and what people think, and some things that I don't agree with, or some things that I've never even thought of. Yes, that's positive, that edifies you, that gives you great information or things that you can think about. But if you have someone around you who is pulling you down and draining you, especially during the holiday season, right? That's when we get around some family that might be pulling you down or draining you. Make sure you're conscious of that. Maybe you're around them for the holiday and then you break out. You have to stand guard at the doorway of your mind, because it's all about your mental health, your mental wellness, your peace of mind, especially if you're, anyone, but especially if you're listening to this and you're an entrepreneur and you're a creative and you might be trying to do something that no one else around you understands, or maybe a few people around you understand. You have to be protective of your mind, the things you let get in, what you're reading, what you're doing, and not even stand guard of just what you're taking in, but make sure that you counter anything negative, because things are going to be out there in the world, people, things, content, etc. Make sure that you're countering that with positive influences, things that educate you, things that give you a different perspective. Travel if you can. If you can't get out and get away, go online and look at some other things that are outside of your norm. Make sure you expose yourself to other options, other opportunities, other things that are out there. Stand guard at the doorway of your mind. You deserve peace of mind this holiday season and always. All right, so thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you. Again, whatever holiday you celebrate in this season, or if not, wishing you peace and wellness. Stand guard at the doorway of your mind. You deserve peace of mind. And don't forget, support is sexy, and having it all doesn't mean doing it all alone. And I'll talk to you soon. Take care.